Okay, welcome back. So hopefully now the audio is okay. So the last audio was a little iffy. Okay, we're back and I will continue and hopefully that's fine. So this big profound experience, I was talking about comfort zone and the importance of moving through the comfort zone, because when we're stuck in this little bubble and we're just doing the same thing all the time and we're like repeating patterns, or we're just not really venturing out and trying new things and we're just in this sameness, and it's like this stuck energy. And I know that whenever I've been there in that stuck energy, or times that I've noticed that I need to make a change, that it's really important to shift something, move something, whether that's dancing, like actually moving the body, or that's actually creating a change, like new habits, new routine, or actually doing what we call a breakthrough experience. And this is something that I want to talk about today, the breakthrough experience. So this is really important to like do something that is completely like out there and just like really like takes us out of our comfort zone in a healthy way, in a good way. And when we do that, when we're on the other side of that, then it's amazing, the feeling like we can suddenly feel like, oh wow, like I actually did that. And the experience I want to talk about today is something that I still use, like when I doubt myself, when I feel that I can't do it, when I can't do something, when I feel that I'm like there's some doubts there coming up, and I feel that I'm not capable. Then I remember this memory and I think, well, if I can do that, I can do this. So this is one of the benefits of breakthrough experiences, that we can really use these experiences to have as this example of how strong we are. And by doing something different and moving out of the comfort zone, it can be really beneficial. Now, just a quick word. So I talked about this just previously before I ended the live, and I will bring it into this video because I'll delete the other one. So I was talking about comfort. So we got constructive comfort and destructive comfort. So constructive comfort is when we receive a hug from a loved one, we receive like a nice warm cup of tea. Yes, you can tell I'm English. Or like a nice warm blanket, or some kind words, or a nice conversation with friends. Like something that comforts us, that brings a sense of comfort, and it's helpful for our health and well-being. Destructive comfort is when we are binge watching Netflix, when we're binge eating ice cream, or we're like overindulging in anything that's not really helpful for our health and well-being, and like doing that on a regular basis. And also that can include like destructive comfort, like being in our comfort zone, like staying within our comfort zone, and like just being there and not really venturing out beyond that. So not really like moving beyond that, and just like repeating the same thing all the time. So those are two versions, and this is why breakthrough activities like what I'm going to talk about today is something super useful to move out of that comfort zone, and to really like embrace the strength and the power that lies within. So the experience that I want to talk about today is something that on Instagram people were voting yes, that they wanted to hear more about this. And it's something I've talked about many years ago, and some people have heard this, some people haven't. So I thought, okay, well, I can do a YouTube live on this and talk about it a little bit more and what the experience was like. So this was many years ago, and I forget exactly how many years, maybe like 7, 8 years, or I'm not sure exactly how many years, but it was a long time ago. And I went to the UK and I did a weekend workshop with one of my teachers, one of my NLP teachers, called Jessica Robbins, and now called Jessica Reed Robbins, married. And yeah, she's an amazing teacher. If you want to check out NLP, I highly recommend her. Also my other teacher, Ewan Mockery, as well. They're both of them, they're really good. So I was on a workshop with her, and we were going to do a fire walk. Now, if anyone's not sure what a firewalk is, that's when you walk across hot coals, barefoot, no shoes. Yes. So literally hot coals that you use for a barbecue. And this is completely safe and it's completely okay when you do it with a trained professional and when you really set up your mindset to believe that you can do it. And it's this incredible experience. So you do something that you think that is the impossible, and you think that I'm going to burn my feet, I'm going to like hurt myself, I'm going to I mean, in normal circumstances, it's useful to have those beliefs because yes, if we do this without training, then yes, we can hurt ourselves, we can burn our feet, we can like all sorts of things can happen. This is only to be done with a trained professional, so please do not try this at home. Now, what we did is we had a lot of preparation in terms of our mindset before doing this. Everything from NLP to hypnotherapy, and really believing that we could walk across those hot coals. There were 2 meters worth on the ground. And we were like one by one, we were partnered up with a helper, an assistant that was with us and was just constantly empowering us and saying like, you can do this and you are able to do this. You're so capable, just constantly building us up. And our mindset and our emotional state was so elated and so determined that absolutely I can do this 100%. That when it came to the time of walking across the hot coals, that it was fine. It was totally okay. The way that I can describe this is that if you've watched martial artists, so when they're chopping blocks of wood, which I've done also, or like doing different challenges like that, like their mindset is one of the most important things. And when we believe something so strongly, that influences our body and that influences our actions and what we can, and our experience of what we experience. So I remember being there in the evening time. It was very dark and cold, and the grass was wet, it was damp. I think it just been raining previously. And I was standing there barefoot and I was waiting my turn and I could feel those nerves. I was like, ooh. But then at the same time, because everything had built up so much and I was just like really pumped and believing that, yeah, I can do this, I can do this. So I remember standing there in front of the line of hot coals, and my teacher, she was at the end and she was like, you can do it. Like, come on, Emma, you can do it. And there were like 30 people cheering me on. And then the coach that was helping me, was assisting me at the time, she was right by my side as well. She was like, you can do it, you can do it. And I was like, yeah. And you literally just like walk steadily, firmly, and like not pausing. Obviously, we don't want to just suddenly pause in the middle of the hot coals. We walk with a good pace across the coals, barefoot, and across to the other side. And then we're at the end, and then there's someone there for safety with a hose, just to hose down our feet just in case anything happened. But I remember looking at my feet and seeing nothing. My feet were perfectly okay, totally okay, like nothing, no burns, nothing. The only thing I could see is that the skin on the bottom was just like ever so slightly pink, as if I just had a hot shower, but no burns whatsoever. It was incredible. Now, this is perfectly safe to do when you do it with a trained professional, and virtually like not many people burn themselves at all when they're in that mindset. But if you're out of that and you believe that you're going to burn yourself, or that you get distracted, or you're not really 100% believing it, then yes, you can burn yourself. And some people have done that in other courses, other experiences. But we're on that one with my teacher, like all of us, we had this incredible experience and we were all fine and totally okay. And it was an incredible experience to go through. So now I use this memory, and this is the beauty of memories. Like, we have memories that perhaps are like sad, or memories that irritate us, or memories that they evoke different emotions. And some of those memories might be ones that we don't like thinking about. And maybe there are memories that we feel really good about thinking about those experiences. And this is the thing, like, our mind has this archive. It's like a library. And we have all these different memories, and we can literally just pick and choose what we want to focus on. And that memory of the firewalk is a really useful one. And sometimes I forget about it. And then I remember it came up in conversation not long ago. And I was like, oh, yes. Oh, wow. That was a really powerful experience. And then remembering that, and that helped me at the time to remember that internal strength within. It's like, well, if I can do that, I can do anything. So this is the importance of going through a breakthrough activity, or doing something that's out of our comfort zone, and just really like stepping out of that, and really like wanting to break away any of those, like break away from those limitations, and really embrace who we are and the incredible strength that lies within. And this is something that's very easy to forget about in day-to-day life. I know I certainly do at times. Get caught up with bills and to-do lists, and errands and this and that and the other. But then when we go through experiences like that, it's like, wow, like, yes, anything is possible. Anything is possible. And just watching different people go through things like that. I remember watching the documentary, The Iceman by Yes Theory. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's incredible, incredible just to see the power of the mind and what human beings are capable of. And we don't have to do like huge, like, experiences like a firewalk in order to move out of the comfort zone. I mean, yes, they're amazing, but we don't have to do that. We can literally just start with those small little things. If we're nervous about going to new places, like go to a new meetup, like go to a new event, like try a new restaurant, like travel's one of the most amazing ways to step out of the comfort zone. Like, new country, new language, new culture, new everything. And when we step out of that, then we shake things up a bit, and we're not stuck in that bubble. And this is one of the reasons why I love dancing as well. Like, dancing is a really wonderful way to move things, and to practice in a safe place new movements, or like dancing with someone else, which perhaps might bring up fears, or might like at first, like, oh no, this was certainly true for me. Like, I prefer dancing by myself by myself, because to me that was comfortable, like that's my comfort zone. But when there's an activity to interact with other people, that's a wonderful opportunity to move out of the comfort zone. So different people, different things. Though I encourage you this week to find little ways to move out of the comfort zone, and notice what that sparks, what that ignites within yourself when you do that, when you try something new, when you, like, whatever that is. I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear your shares when you do that. Like, just send me a message, or connect with me on Instagram, Emma Bradford 5. Like, you can find, I think it's in the description. You can find the details there. Just send me a message and let me know, or join us in the Telegram community as well. It's lovely to hear these shares. So yeah, like, whatever it is, like, try something new. Try something new, step out of the comfort zone. And it can be, and if you are interested in doing a firewalk, my teacher at the moment is not doing them, but I'm sure that there are many other practice and trained teachers out there. I know this is something that Tony Robbins does a lot in his trainings as well, whether you love him or hate him. Like, he's one person that does them. I'm sure there are other people, but make sure it's someone who's trained, someone who is a trained instructor, and it's important, and someone who knows about NLP, knows about hypnosis, and knows how to really help people break through that. Or just like go for like do some martial arts. I mean, that's one of the great ways as well, martial arts. So that's a little something that I wanted to share. And these will continue every week. And I just wanted to talk about what's coming up this weekend and the different events that's starting. So this Saturday, I have a workshop in Villanova i Geltrú, which is all about uncover your personal blueprint to calm. So really finding out what is true for you in terms of reducing stress, reducing anxiety, like overwhelm, like stepping into your authentic confidence. There are so many things that can help, yet everyone's different, everyone's unique. And this is something that's often forgotten about in the wellness space. Like people throw tools out there and say, yeah, this is for everyone. Some tools can help many people, like for example, breath work. Like pretty much every single person can benefit from breathing and being conscious and like mindful, conscious breathing. Though there are certain ways and certain differences that can make it more beneficial for some people compared to other people. So, for example, like in terms of the different tools out there. So, if we want to feel calm and relaxed, like one person might really benefit from some breathwork practice. Another person might really benefit from a guided visualization. Another person might really benefit from some movement and dancing, like doing some more physical exercise. Another person might benefit from something else. Like there are many different things. And it's not to say that they can't all benefit from all of those tools, but sometimes there are ways to make it easier. And this is according to our personal blueprint. So we can uncover that thanks to NLP and thanks to the sacred science of numbers and get really clear on what makes us us. Like what makes you you, what makes me me, like what makes all of us individual as well. Because at the very core, we're all the same, but we're also very different as well in terms of our personality, in terms of our unconscious filters. That's where the NLP comes in. And in terms of our soul, like why we've come here, what we've come here to experience. And we can uncover interesting things according to the sacred science of numbers. So mixing all of that together, there's a series of 3 workshops coming up in Villanova. So this is a short train ride from Barcelona. And it's a wonderful opportunity to really like learn about yourself, gain some useful tools, and really get clear on who you are and what makes it easier for you to step into authentic confidence and to really embrace that calm, serene core within that we all have and that we're all capable of connecting to. Though often in day-to-day life, we're rushing about, busy, 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 and we forget that. So it's coming back to that and finding out what makes it useful for you. So that's this Saturday. If you're in the area, then come and join us. If you're in Barcelona, this is a wonderful opportunity to escape the city for a day. It's a short train ride and we've got beautiful beaches, stunning forests nearby, and you can make a day of it. It's a really lovely, lovely experience. So if you want more information about that, there'll be links in the description. You can also send me a WhatsApp at +34 6226 98673. And then coming up also on the 6th of October, I have a free dance session. So free as in like no choreography. So there is an entrance fee, but free as in like a space where you can dance freely, where you can really connect to your creative essence. And there'll be like a little bit of guidance in the beginning at the end, though it's really a space, like I'm space holding this space for people to just come, let go of stress and have fun. And this will be on a Friday night. So a wonderful way to release the stress from the week and start the weekend. So that's on the 6th of October. If you want information about that, just message me. So that's all coming up. And yeah, if you have any questions, just get in contact. I love to hear from you. I love to hear your questions. I love to hear requests as well, what topics you want me to cover on these weekly classes. And also there'll be more events coming up as well after that, like a women's circle and many more things. Though those of you who want to join us on Saturday, come and join us, and I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being you, for being here, and also I wish you all the wonderful adventure and exploration in stepping out of the comfort zone, like trying new things in little ways or big ways, in a way that is healthy and beneficial for you. Sending much love.